This is Heather with Women Own Wheels, and this is my top 5 review on the 2020 GMC Sierra Denali. Now a special thanks goes out to Steve Saulrich at Covert GMC in Austin for allowing me to test drive this beautiful truck. Now, on my top 5 review, we're going to be covering styling, safety, technology, storage, and handling. So let's get rolling. Number 1 is styling, and let me tell you, the exterior of this GMC is a wow item for me. I mean, it looks good. And if I'm going to drive a truck, I want it to look good. So, come around to the front here. I love how big and stately that grille is, and it just has an effect on how big and massive that this vehicle is. So, let's take a look at some few other options. We've got a camera right here up front. We've got nice LED headlamps and fog lamps. And then I do love the little sea lights they've got, not little, but sea lights around both headlamps. Look really cool at night. You've got the tow hooks up front right there. As we come around to the side of the vehicle, I'm going to show you these 22-inch chrome wheels that really pop on this white truck. We also have the badging for the 5.3-liter V8. On the side view mirror, you've got nice lighting here. You've got a camera underneath, and then there's another exterior lighting that shines below. Now, another thing to showcase is on the doors. Easy to lock and unlock just by pressing this button. And I like how they have it on every door handle, because when you come in towing one of your children or stuff, and you just want to go and put them in the back seat, I don't have to go to the front to unlock. I can just press the button here and easy and access the vehicle. You got the chrome steps below, even one right here allowing you to step and kind of look into that bed, which is nice. I like the extra detail right here for the wheel wells. Coming around to the back, I do like how they include this extra step in both sides of the bumper on the GMC. And then you've got the nice badging across on the back here, as well as the chrome tip for your exhausts. So for a pickup truck, I would have no problem driving this. Moving into the interior of the vehicle, this particular model does have the two-tone dark walnut and gray leather seats and trim inside. I do want to show you on the door here, we do have the stitching up top. We've got a nice padded armrest, and we do have the wood and chrome trim. Now, moving over to the seats, you've got 10-way adjustability here. You've got the nice, comfortable seats that do have heated and AC. We've got the Denali stitching on both the driver and passenger headrest. This particular model does have the nice sunroof ahead to give you some extra light into your cabin. Of course, coming across the front, we've got a nice flat dash. And I will have to say, as far as the interior goes, especially up front here, is you've got very simplified buttons and accessibility to things, which makes it very functional. I know sometimes a lot of these car makers get a little fancy with all the knobs and touches and different things, and everything is clearly labeled and easy to press. So there's nothing that is too complicated here, which I love for this pickup truck. Number 2 is safety. So let's discuss what comes standard on this Sierra Denali. All right, right up here, we've got the driver alert package is what it's called, that becomes standard. And you've got the front and rear park assist, which are going to be the sensors on the front of the bumper and on the back of the bumper of the pickup truck that are going to alert you as you're pulling forward or backing up of anything behind you or in front of you. Another thing they've got is the lane change alert with side blind zone alert. So I want you to look first. We're going to have the little right over there on the end of the side view mirror, you're going to have the alert that someone's in the lane if you're going to be changing lanes. But another one to this vehicle does have the head-up display. And I know it's kind of hard to see on the video sometimes flashing, but you do have where you can see the truck in lanes. As you're driving, it's going to be green when you're in your lane. When you get close to the line, it's going to turn orange on that side. And here goes into another safety thing. In the seat, the driver's seat, you're going to get the little safety alert, which it vibrates on the outer corners, letting you know that you are close to the line. So you've got the 3 things kind of keeping you in line there with the side view mirror, your head-up display, and the seat. As far as other safety things, you've got the normal, you've got the front and side airbags, and you've got curtain airbags that, of course, you can see kind of there in the B pillar and in the C pillar as well. All right, number 3, let's talk technology. And really, the Sierra Denali packs a punch in this category. So let's get started. First, we'll start with the steering wheel here. We've got our cruise control options right over here, accessible to the driver, as well as a heated steering wheel. This is where you can adjust the adaptive cruise on the length, 1, 2, or 3 car lengths behind the car in front of you. On the right-hand side, we've got your voice activation telephone, and then these buttons allow you to access and scroll through different things. One being your sight in front of you right here in the view, and you can actually move through a couple of different options for what you would like to see and adjust. Now, on the back side of our steering wheel, you can see here is where you can adjust the volume. And then on the back side of this side is where you can actually scroll through preset radio stations. It depends on what option you're on here, what these can toggle for. Now, on the left-hand side, I want to show you a few things. We've got a little turn dial here that you're able to adjust your mode on driving. So it's got, of course, normal, sport, and snow and ice, and it engages trailer mode. Below that is going to be all your lighting options here, which are going to be able to see. And then below here, you actually hold that down, and that is one little neat option. On the side view mirrors, it shines a light. There's a light right under the side view mirror that does a nice bright light on both side view mirrors at night to see what's right outside your door. Now moving over, we have our nice 8-inch display here. It's very interactive, easy to use. Just slide on over. Of course, a few things to point out. We do have Apple CarPlay and Android. Wi-Fi hotspot is also available. Over here, we've got your trailering options, camera, different things. I want to show you one of my wow items is this fantastic camera we've got here. And you've got a lot of different views. So let's go ahead and start with our front view. I'm in park, so we can see in front of us right here of the truck, as well as an overall view around the vehicle. And you can actually see these little buttons. You can actually adjust. We want to see the rear view. It's going to change that for my front or rear view. Now, right here is where you can zoom in. And depending on your view here, you can actually see this is the front of the vehicle, so it's kind of an over of the front of the vehicle. Now, if we switch sides, here we go to the back. You've got around the vehicle. This is actually going to show you the corner. So this is actually if you're going to be parallel parking and you don't want to scratch up those beautiful 22-inch rims that are on this pickup truck, then this is where you can kind of look at your sides there. Again, those are the rear wheels. These are the front wheels. And then you've got where you can enlarge or add in that overall surround of the vehicle. And you've got some trailering options here. So as you're backing up to actually line up your trailer, you've got a lot of options to help with that. Here's another one where, guys and gals, you right off the lift gate, or actually the tailgate, it's got a camera that shoots straight down at your hitch. So it allows you to see perfectly lining up to your trailer. This view right here is of the cargo of your truck. Great. You're hauling things, you're worried about something that's going to fly out of the back. You want to just kind of keep an eye on it. You can actually click on that just to make sure everything looks good. Now, some of these aren't highlighted, but I do want to tell you, if you've seen those great GMC commercials where it's showing them calling a trailer, and then they can actually put it in like a transparency mode where you can actually see through the trailer or around the trailer to see if there's a vehicle right behind riding the trailer, and it'll just allows you to be aware of other things around the trailer, not just around your pickup truck, but around whatever you were hauling. So some great different views on cameras. One of my big wow items on this vehicle. Now, as we move down here, I just want to show you, you've got knobs that are going to be easily showing you. It's very simplistic here. You've got easy like toggle switch, you know, just kind of a button here that you can turn on different things. A few quick things to show you. You do have heated and AC seats in the front. Got the dual AC and heat as far as driver and passenger goes. Right below here, you've got little buttons. Few quick things. This one is for a power plug, which I'm thinking, where is that? It's actually in the cargo bed. There's actually a nice regular plug right in the right rear corner that you're able to plug in items right back there. So pretty neat. I do like that option. Now this was different too. This allows you to roll down all 4 windows at once. By one button, all for windows drop down. So if it's a beautiful day in Central Texas and you want to be cruising around with your music on, enjoying the breeze, right there. Easy, simple. Now you've got your trailer braking you're able to adjust right here. Here's some power outlets. You've got a plug as well as a 12 volt right up here. Another great thing that I absolutely love is the wireless pad charging for your phone. No more wires hanging around and plugging in to charge or having the base that you're having to attach to your dash. This is fantastic. In our great console, you've got, again, more power outlets. And then right here, I like, is a light. So at night, this is a nice deep cargo area. Great for your purse, ladies. So right here, when you haul stuff, if you need to dig through your purse for anything at night, you're not having to pull the purse out. Try to use the light up here. It's great. Thanks for adding that in, GMC. Now, as we move back to the rear seat, I want to show you, this one does have heated seats on the outer rear seats. You also have a 12 volt as well as 2 other port plugs. Now, another thing to note, another wow item is this rear view mirror camera. Who knew it would be so fantastic? But let me show you. So right up here is your rear view mirror, which is great, you know, and you can back up and you can kind of look in that rearview mirror. But guess what? What is blocking my view? There's these big headrests in 2 of the windows that I have. And then if I've got an adult riding in the middle, I cannot see anything through that. So GMC came up with a solution. You flip the button and now you have a camera, what you can see directly behind you and what you would see out if you could actually see through those little 3 windows. So this gives you a great view. There's actually a camera on the back of the cab that shoots straight out to allow you to see. And that is really amazing, guys. And I actually found myself using that. Not just, you know, if you had a trailer or something, but this is great for, I'm pulling away. I want to check my area around me to pull out from the school line. And guess what? This came in handy to be able to see cars coming up or right around me or beside me. So great view, GMC. One more thing to point up here, we do have our universal garage door where you can actually utilize that. We've got a sunroof on this model, so you do have the options on opening and tilting that. Here is where you can open that rear middle window in the back there, and your OnStar. All right, number 4 is storage. Let's see what we can haul. From the driver's side, on the doors, we do have a place for a water bottle or a drink. You've got another slot here and then a smaller slot right here, which are great for small little bags, ladies. On the center here, I love these little pockets that are on both sides, driver and passenger side. This is where I love to keep hand sanitizer, Kleenex, but some great little tray right here. In the middle, you got a nice tray here as well as your wireless phone charger. Got 2 cup holders and then a center spot. Now this is a tray I'm totally jealous that trucks have and big SUVs, is this tray hidden up here. I love this option for sunglasses, for keys, for all those little miscellaneous stuff that you don't want visible to the everyday right here. You can kind of keep it out of sight, but it is easy and accessible. Another thing to show over here is they do have 2 glove boxes. We've got a smaller one up here, and then you've got a larger one right below. Now, center console, they did a great job. I love how comfortable it is to lean on. You got a tray here for another phone or anything that you need to set. And then you have a nice deep center console. Again, great for purses, lady. If you've got a bigger purse, this is a spot for it. And again, love that they included a light in this. We've got 2 wonderful cup holders right here that are accessible actually to the front passengers or rear passengers. Okay, moving into the rear. Right here on the rear door, you do have 2 pockets. You've got the pockets behind the seats on both sides. Here are those cup holders that are accessible to the rear seat as well. I do want to show, though, between your 2 back passengers, you do have one that folds down with 2 additional cup holders and some storage. Now, what was neat is you've got some storage in the back here. So right here in the back of the seat, you're able to open up and there's little storage pockets right here. And this is on both sides, which I found to be kind of cool. Now, this is a dealer installed option that you're able to pick up the seat and you would have storage. Otherwise, there would be like a small tray is what I understand right here. But this one's actually a dealer installed bigger storage option. So you can pop that open and you've got more storage in here. I do have a towel and my purse and stuff that I'm storing right now. It's on both sides there under the seats. So that's kind of nice. It gives you the options to be able to store things without having them just under the seat and, you know, you hit the brakes or anything and things come sliding out. So I do like how they utilize that. Now, of course, it is a truck. So we have additional storage in the back. Can you imagine? So if we go ahead and open our tailgate, here's your nice cargo area. So you've got a nice bed liner in here with cargo area. You do have this, which allows you, it's like a hand tool that help you get into the truck. Also, you've got, this is the plug I pointed out earlier that you had access to turn on in the truck. Here are those nice lights, LED lights that you have to illuminate your bed. Now, this tailgate is pretty amazing. It's not really storage, but hey, it gets you to your storage. So I wanted to show you a few options. So I just pressed the bottom option that obviously showed you how to open the tailgate. Now there's some cool things going on here. You can press this, and what that allows you to do, if you were holding some longer objects that you didn't want to slide out of the truck, this kind of creates a buffer for them. So you can actually hold that up and be able to store something here. So there's another option. Now, it does have a step option. So there were two buttons right up under here. If I click the other smaller button, this drops, allowing you to get closer to your bed to unload options. So instead of leaning, you know, so far out trying to reach for things, this drops to allow you to reach things a little easier out of your bed. But again, at the push of the button here, and there's your step. So allows you to step into the truck, and there's the handle. So you're able to grab that and help yourself up in the vehicle. Or what I really like is, guess what? Great place to sit, and you've got place for your feet. They're not just hanging off the edge. So cheering on your kids at any kind of game, it's just fantastic view. So we've got that option as well. Great, easy tailgate. Now, something that they did include here that I want to show y'all. It is a warning about, we've got a sticker here and here. If you have your hitch on the vehicle, so let me, I know, one-handedly try to close all this. This is another option, by the way. Nice leaning spot here. Seems pretty cool. And if you are on the job site working a lot, this can also be a ledge here to be able to work, utilize things. Kind of a cool option. But guess what, guys? If you have a hitch sticking out, please do not open the tailgate and then drop that extra piece, because guess what? It's going to hit your hitch and it's going to damage your liftgate. It's not going to be pretty. So they do put two warnings on there, just something to be aware of. There are some aftermarket pieces that can help you. There's a sensor that you can buy. I did find online that does have a sensor where it will not drop this extra piece if there is a hitch in the slot right there. So something to keep in mind. Back here, of course, you're going to have all your trailering options as far as power, lights, and also they included, which is pretty cool, are the steps right here. So not only do you have your cool drop down tailgate, but if you didn't want to use all that, here's another, these are on both sides. You've got your steps that you're able to step on and climb right up or look right up in your back. So great options here for GMC and storage. Okay, last but not least is handling. And I want to go over a few things from driving this GMC Sierra Denali. Number one was in the steering. It was very smooth. It was responsive. You know, a lot of times you get a tighter, you know, steering wheel in a vehicle, in a car, you know, a little bit tighter turns and stuff like that. And then sometimes I feel in a pickup truck, it gets a little too loose for myself to feel, I guess, in control or comfortable. But I did not feel that way at all with this GMC. I felt it was the perfect middle ground there. I felt in control, still driving a pickup truck, but not a lot of play in the steering wheel, just